Right, so meditation on the sufferings of hungry ghosts or hungry spirits. When we meditate on the sufferings of the low realms, we should imagine that we ourselves are actually experiencing these sufferings. We should identify closely with these experiences, remembering that we have had them in the past and that we have created the causes to experience them in the future. We do the meditations imagining that the time of our death has come and that we have taken rebirth in these painful states. If we meditate in detail upon the miseries, and we meditate in detail upon the miseries of our new condition. Alright, so do your preparatory practices, such as the first half of Heart Jewel, then we shall commence the contemplation. The sufferings of hungry spirits. In general, hungry spirits have greater mental capacity than animals. Some are very powerful. Some can see the future. Some even have miracle powers and contaminated clairvoyance with which they can help or harm human beings. And some can understand Dharma if it is explained to them. However, they all have a greater degree of suffering than animals. The location of hungry spirits varies. They can visit and be seen in the human realm. On one occasion, a novice monk, whose mother had been dead for many years, saw a hungry ghost and was so frightened that he turned and fled. But the hungry ghost called after him, "Please, my son, do not run away." When he heard these words, the monk stopped and asked, "Who are you?" And the ghost answered, I gave you birth, my son. I have been a hungry ghost for 25 years, and in all that time I have not been able to find any food or a drop to drink. Then this hungry ghost began to cry. Maybe I should get a better light on this. Right. Okay. Then this hungry ghost began to cry. Excuse me. The monk was moved by compassion for his mother, and so he asked Buddha, "Please help my mother, for she has been born as a hungry ghost." Although Buddha made prayers, as a result of the harmful actions she had committed in the past, she took another rebirth as a hungry ghost. The only difference was that this time she was wealthy, but since she had been so miserly in the past, she was unable to give anything away to others. When her son had realized that she had taken rebirth again as a hungry ghost, he practiced generosity for her sake. He offered a beautiful cloth to Buddha, but his mother stole it and returned it to him. Again, the monk offered the cloth to Buddha, and again his mother stole it back, thinking that it was wasteful to give the cloth to Buddha. Her mind was so well acquainted with miserliness that she repeated this compulsive theft 6 times. There's a verse from Shantadeva's poem, chapter 4, verse 5. It is said that someone who, out of miserliness, does not give even the smallest ordinary thing that he or she has dedicated to others, will be reborn as a hungry spirit. And also chapter 8, verse 125. If I give this to others, what shall I have to enjoy? Such self-cherishing is the mind of a hungry spirit. If I enjoy this, what shall I have to give to others? Such cherishing others is the mind of the enlightened ones. Okay. Now there's 3 kinds of suffering that hungry spirits experience. 1. Hungry ghosts can see human food from a distance, but when they approach it disappears, and they have to experience the anguish of disappointment. The only way they can actually obtain human food is by its being especially dedicated for them. While they search for food, they experience constant anxiety, fearing that any food or drink they see will be snatched away from them before they can lay hold of it. 2. Hungry ghosts also experience particular sufferings because of their peculiar shape. Their